what if you had an AI assistant that actually worked for you, and only for you? Well, today we're going to dig into something called CoPaw. It's this really cool open source tool that lets you build and run your own personal AI sidekick. And the key part? It's completely under your control.
All those AI assistants we use every day, they're amazing, for sure. But they live in someone else's cloud, right? They use the company's data, play by their rules. And that really gets you thinking. What if you could have an AI that was just yours? Like 100% yours?
And this slide just lays it out so clearly. On one side, you've got the standard cloud AI. You're basically a user living in their walled garden. Your data's training their models, and you can only connect to what they let you. But CoPaw, man, it just flips the whole thing on its head. It lives in your environment, learns from your data, hooks into your apps. And here's the kicker. You're not just a user anymore. You are the owner. Okay, so let's properly introduce CoPaw. The name's actually an acronym for Co-Personal Agent Workstation. Kind of technical, right? But I love that it also sounds like CoPaw. Like a friendly little sidekick's paw, always there to lend a hand.
And their tagline? Works for you, grows with you. That just nails it, doesn't it? The whole point isn't to give you some static tool. It's about having a partner that actually learns and evolves with you, one that's built just for your world.
So let's break down what it can actually do. First off, this is way more than just a chatbot. It can connect to all the messaging apps you're probably already using, like DingTalk, Discord, Telegram, you name it. You can run it on your own machine or spin it up in the cloud. And the big one, you control all the data it uses for memory, for personalization. And on top of all that, you can extend what it can do almost infinitely with these things they call skills.
All right, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds amazing, but it's got to be a nightmare to set up, right? Well, you might be surprised. Let's actually get into the nitty-gritty of getting this thing up and running. Okay, if you've ever touched Python, you're going to love this. It's literally 3 commands. Seriously, you just pip install CoPaw, then you init it with some defaults, and then you run the app. Boom, that's it. You're live. But hey, what if you're like, I don't want to mess with Python environments? No sweat. They've got you covered. There's a one-line installer that just handles everything for you. Or if you're a Docker fan, you can just pull the official image. They even have one-click cloud deployment options. And this part is huge. It has native support for running local models using stuff like Ollama. That means you have total control, right down to the language model itself. So once CoPaw is up and running on your machine, the real fun begins. You got to break it out of its little box and connect it to your actual digital life. And this is where it stops feeling like a program and starts feeling like a real assistant. Let's use Telegram as an example. It's super straightforward. You go talk to this bot on Telegram. It's called BotFather, which is kind of epic. And it gives you a special key, a token. You just copy-paste that token into your CoPaw settings, flick on the channel, and bam, you're now chatting with your own personal AI right inside Telegram. Okay, now we're getting to the really good stuff. I mean, an AI assistant is only as useful as what it can actually do, right? And with CoPaw, all its abilities come from this system they call skills. So what exactly is a skill? Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like a plugin or an app for your AI. It's just a little piece of code that gives CoPaw a brand new superpower. You can write your own, use the ones it comes with, and they just load up automatically. It makes the whole system just ridiculously customizable. And the range of things these skills can do, it's pretty wild. For social stuff, you could have it skim your favorite subreddits and give you a daily digest. For productivity, it could chew through all your newsletters and spit out a summary or schedule tasks for you. You could even use it for creative work, like describe an idea and get a first draft the next day. But then you get to the desktop stuff, organizing files, summarizing local documents, and this is where it gets, well, really interesting. Yeah, this quote from one of the project videos just hits the nail on the head. This is what makes it quite powerful and scary at the same time, because the power is absolutely immense, but man, you also have to be aware of what that means. Because, look at this. This isn't a trick. It's not a simulation. There's a skill called shell.x that lets CoPaw run terminal commands directly on your computer. You can literally tell it, list the files in my downloads folder, and it just does it. This right here, this is the absolute game changer. This is the moment it goes from being a cool chatbot to a true personal agent that can take action in your digital world. And this whole project isn't just something they released and walked away from. Oh no, it's an active, evolving ecosystem.
The team even has a public roadmap, so you can see exactly where they plan on taking CoPaw next.
And if you look at that roadmap, the path forward is super clear. Right now, they're working on making it even easier to install with proper app packages and adding multimodal support. Coming up soon, they're planning UI improvements, and this is a big one, a confirmation pop-up for that powerful shell command, which is a smart security move. And the long-term vision, it's seriously ambitious. We're talking multi-agent systems, voice and video interaction, even their own optimized local models. So yeah, this is not just a tool, it's really a platform for the future of personal AI. All of this just brings us right back to that core idea. For the developers, CoPaw is clearly more than just a bunch of code. They really want it to feel like a helpful, friendly part of your digital life, a true sidekick. So here's the bottom line. The tools to build your very own personal AI agent, they're here, right now. And they're more accessible than they have ever been before. So really, the only question left is, what are you going to build first?